Mike, thank you very much, and very pleased to be joined by the Commissioner of the Big Ten, Kevin Warren. Let's start with this. I mean, it's been more than 7 months since the Big Ten basketball tournament was postponed. This is the first Big Ten athletic event since then. So how excited are you simply to watch Illinois and Wisconsin play football tonight?
I'm really excited. I mean, and most of all, I'm excited for our student athletes and our coaches and our fans and all of the people on campus. I mean, this has been a long time coming, and our student athletes have been an unbelievable group. They've done everything that they've been asked to do. They've worked hard. They've dealt with the postponement. And I think sometimes people forget that these are student athletes. These are amateur athletes, and they're doing the best that they can to get a world-class education and be ready to participate, to play at the highest level.
I think it's fair to say this has been a roller coaster for you. It's been quite a journey, going back to the postponement of the season, even before that. I mean, kind of everything that you've been through, from taking over this job and then essentially inheriting the most challenging situation that we have seen in recent memory. For you, what has been the most challenging part, looking at this not just as the commissioner of a league, but as a parent of a student athlete? Your son Powers plays football. As a fan, someone who loves sports, kind of in all of those roles, what's been the most challenging part of this?
I think the most challenging part is I was so focused on, when I came to the Big Ten, on really building a team, continually, building a culture and spending time with our employees. And so, I started last September as commissioner-elect and got a chance to spend some time with Jim Delaney. But then, when I flew back from the Rose Bowl, I had no idea that when I landed on January 3rd after the Rose Bowl, and I was so excited and was able to go out and watch 104 of our 350 teams compete and go to 3 town hall meetings at, Indiana and Iowa and Minnesota, and had all these great plans, and was able to embrace even our staff. And then 75 days into the year is when, all the things started we had to deal with the cancellation of the men's basketball tournament. So I think the most challenging part is that there's some people that I have not seen since March. And so we had employees all the way from Southern California to New York, spread across the country. So trying to build a culture, lead a major conference with people who you've only been around for literally days. And so I think that's been the most challenging part.
Let's focus in on the here and now. And again, the football season starting tonight. We couldn't be more excited. You've got 5 Big Ten teams in the AP Top 25. I personally think perhaps some others deserve to be there, but a little bit of out of sight, out of mind, I think, maybe for some of the voters. But what are your expectations for the league this year?
I mean, one of the things that I recognize, and even coming in last year, but even before I came to the Big Ten, while I was working in the NFL, is because I lived in Big Ten country, I kept up with Big Ten football. We have some incredible football players. And I think we have the best group of football coaches in the country. And so when you think about the players that we have, the coaches, our athletic directors are incredibly seasoned, and then just the environments that they get a chance to play in. So coming into this year, I'm excited. I hope and pray that we all stay healthy and that we can really show what we can do.
Hey, last thing I want to ask you, and we're going to continue this conversation on BTN Tailgate tomorrow, but I do want to ask you as well. You are going to watch Minnesota take on Michigan. I know you're going back home for you to Minneapolis. You mentioned trying to see all 350 Big Ten teams compete. You made it to 104, I think you said. What does it mean to be going back to a Big Ten campus?
I mean, that's one of the reasons why I accepted this opportunity, was to have a chance to spend time on college campuses and to really enjoy this environment. So anytime you get a chance to spend time on a college campus, although not in the environment that's expected, it's always, exciting to be able to do that. I'll be watching the game alone, for obvious reasons. But it will be a special moment to be able to soak it all in. Because, as you know better than anyone, 2020 has not only been a challenging year, but I've always, learned in life that you can't judge really the journey by what happens in the Valley. And we had some times that we were in a valley. And so I'm excited to see Big Ten football get started again. We have some great football teams, and we've been able to pull together, and we have our testing protocols and procedures we feel very good about. And it will be very interesting to see what these next 9 weeks hold in store for us.
Climbing back out of the valley, no question. Again, more from the commissioner coming up on Tailgate on Saturday, including some details on an exciting campaign that you will begin to see some signs of here tonight.